is what iOS looks like 10 years ago, and is what it looks like today. Very, very similar. As you can see here, you got the same animations. They're basically polished, as I like to call it. As you can see here, this iPhone having Apple Intelligence mods. But where did all of this design come from? Well, it came from this. And today, we're going to explore this beta. This is iOS 7.0 Beta 1 on the iPhone 4. And today, I want to go see how this has iOS 6 vibes within it. So let's get started. So I want to start off first with the chart of the actual sounds. So I'm actually going to turn up the ringer. If we can go to sound here. What's it? There you go. There you go, much more better. I'm going to play some of that sound and hear them. So hear this. Look at that. Unlock animation on modern iOS. Let's compare this to the iPhone XR running iOS 18. Same thing. Look at that. Yeah, look the difference between the thickness. Nonetheless, yeah, as you can see here, this is going to be a bit laggy because this is older iOS. Next thing I'm very curious about is the charging sound. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in both of these iPhones, and I am going to, basically plug them both in. So I am going to be able, one sec, I'm actually going to turn on some sound here. So I'll be able to hear for charge sound. So let me go plug in my iPhone's cable. Yep, as you can see here, the iPhone cable has been plugged in. Let's go hear the sound for iOS 18. That's the sound for iOS 18. Remember that. Now let's go hear the plugin sound for the iPhone iOS 7 Beta 1. It's not doing anything. Oh crap, maybe it's just because the block. Yeah, I have been experiencing this lately. Huh. One sec. Let me go check what's going on. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. So let's go see how to plug it in to a wall. Something. Least. Hear that? That is literally the original iOS 6 sound for, yeah. You'll also notice that, the dock is not translucent. Unlike later versions of iOS 8 and iOS 9, the dock seems like is in the VESA mode. I like to call it VESA mode because VESA mode simply just means that it has no graphics drivers installed, so therefore it causes non-translucent stuff. Yeah, let's go check out all of the GUIs of each application, starting off with messages. Oh, not FaceTime, messages. Clicking on it, new text. Let's go here to keyboard sound. And nice. And let's go check out the calendar. You're gonna tell me what's in your calendar. All right. Let's go check out camera. Let's go check out the camera app. Ooh. Cancel. And yeah, as you can see, it still has like this like weird blue thing, while iOS 18 has a yellow. I'm gonna go take a picture of my iPhone 6s. Let's go here to camera animation or camera sound effect on iOS 18. I think it did anything. As you can see here, it took the photo. That's all I want to know, but sad that iOS 18 doesn't do that anymore. But yeah, let's go check out the App Store, if it is still even up. Oh, yeah, I can't because of Wi-Fi and stuff. Yeah, let's go check out Ooh, let's go check out as I try to go into folders. Here's iOS 18's go in the folder. I can like go inside the folder and stuff. It makes a smooth animation. Here's what it is also like on iOS 9. Here's what it's like on iOS 7. Yep, just smooth animations. Non-translucent animations. Let's actually go check out the calculator app. Let's go see what that's like. Yeah, I think that's the same calculator app we've had. So, one sec. I'm actually going to go to the calculator app on my iPhone. Yeah, literally the same thing. Except it's a bit more orangey, if you get what I mean. As you can see, iOS 18 introduced loads new like calculator-based features. So, yeah. Let's go check in, yeah, let's go check at the settings, because the settings is pretty nice. I might actually have to open the settings on my iPhone without showing, because apparently it shows my Wi-Fi network. Actually, what if I forget my Wi-Fi network? That's actually going to be a great idea. Forget. There you go. Not connected. So, yeah, as you can see here, comparing the two phones, you can actually see that the icons are blue. Yeah, blue. I'm not even joking here. It's actually, all the icons in the settings app are blue. It's the same scene on iOS 9. As you can see here, the icons are not blue. And yeah, look at that. And as you can see here, there is no like search. Like if you go up here to search, if you go up on iOS 7, there is no search. You can, let's go check out the menus. So as you can see here, all these menus are pretty similar to each other. Let's go check out the general menu. As you can see here, animation's the same. Click on about. Basically the same. Now let's go down, and as you can see here, Siri does not appear. However, Siri appears here. I don't know what Siri looks like because the iPhone 4 is not a Siri supports device, so I won't be talking about Siri today. Yeah, but however, as you can see, we got usage, which is only storage. As you can see, we go on to manage storage. Basically, as you can see here, on the iPhone 4, iOS 7.7 beta 1, it's called usage. On the iPhone 6s running iOS 9, it's storage. On iOS 18, it's iPhone storage. As I just many different things for each operating system. Going a bit down here, let's go check out the wallpapers. So I'm going to go down to here. I'm going to scroll all the way down till we see wallpaper. Now, wallpaper is actually on the bottom of iOS 18 because with the introduction of iOS 16 in 2022, you can actually change the wallpaper directly from the lock screen by tapping and holding. But, as I said, we're not going to do it. We're just going to do it natively. So here's what looks like an iOS 7. Oh my god, that's big, so much vibes of nostalgia. Wallpaper on iOS 9. And the wallpaper on iOS 18. As you can see here, I can click to choose wallpaper and, oh, would you look at that? There's a stills icon. I can click on choose new wallpaper on here. And I can click add new wallpaper on iOS 18. Yeah, on iOS 7, as you can see here, we have a couple of wallpapers, including this little gradient wallpaper. We also got the iOS 7 regular wallpaper, iOS 6's wallpaper, iOS 5's wallpaper, and so on and so forth. Basically, some of these wallpapers were from iOS 6, originating from iOS 6 and 5. Let's go check out the iPhone 6s's wallpapers. Going to stills here, we got lots of iOS 9 specific wallpapers. However, we do actually have that, I think that same gradient. I mean, do we have the same gradient? No, I don't think so. Oh, I accidentally just selected the wallpaper on iOS 18. We'll go discuss the wallpapers on iOS 18. Yeah, no, it does not have the same gradient. But very similar though. On iOS 18, it's a bit different. As you can see here, we got a huge collection of wallpapers, including regular color, astronomy. We got iOS 18, and we got kaleidoscope, emoji, Unity, Pride, iOS 18, and we even got collections. Now, this is going to differ depending on your device. If you have, like, let's say an iPhone 15, you get iPhone 15 wallpapers. If you have an iPhone 16, you get iPhone 16 wallpapers. You have an iPhone 16 Pro. Yeah, basically it varies. Nonetheless, these are the default wallpapers of iOS 18. So, yeah, I personally think they look pretty cool. So, yeah, let's go see how going home on both the 6S and the 4 is. Clicking home. You can see here the iPhone 6 takes is a bit quicker on its feet. So, yeah. As I said, these iPhones are pretty nice to use and stuff as, like, little retro devices, but how fast can they boot up? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a stopwatch for comparing iOS 7 Beta 1 against iOS 18.2 Beta 2. This is on a beta because for Apple Intelligence. So let's go power these two off. Oh yeah, also with iOS 7 U.0s, you actually get a weird, cool looking slide to power off. So watch, once I slide it off, it does that. I think it's pretty cool looking, personally. So I'm gonna go swap these two iPhones, and on my mark, I'm gonna plug these in, and I am going to basically see which one starts up first. So to make it fair, I'm actually just gonna go unplug it from the wall. There we go. And I'm gonna plug it in once I have my signal. So yeah, so let's go. I'm gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. The iPhone 6S, the iPhone 4 just started up first. And yes, you do get that little weird thing because it's using an iBoot exploit. So it should. So right now we're at the 13 seconds, and I'm gonna click clap once. Yep, there you go. iOS 18 has woken up. Check out iOS 7. Whoa, that was a close one. Whatever, it doesn't matter. There you go. So it took 43 seconds on the iPhone 4, and it took 18 seconds on the iPhone XR. The iPhone 4, as I said, is running iOS 18, iOS 7 Beta 1. The iPhone XR is running iOS 18 Developer Beta 2. I'm gonna go unplug both the devices, and I am going to swipe to unlock. Pretty similar, but the iOS 18 animation is much more slick and much more improved. So, yeah, as I said, iOS 7 Beta 1 is very weird in a good way, because it includes things from iOS, not from iOS 6, 5, and 4, like wallpapers, like the sounds, the overall interface as well, as you can see. However, it has been much more polished. Yeah, as you can see, you could probably tell. As you can probably tell here, it is a bit weird. As you can see here, like here, they captured the previous home snapshot, and the lock screen captured the actual iOS 6 lock screen, even though despite it being iOS 6's lock screen. In fact, I'm going to set a passcode on both these. They're going to be both 1111, and I'm going to see what screen unlocking looks like. Just change the passcode on, turned on passcode. I started to just simply 1111. In case you're wondering if you want to hack me, you can't. I'll be changing the password later on. So let's go lock both the devices. Let's go select unlock on this iPhone. Holy crap, look how weird that looks. And let's go swipe to unlock on the iPhone XR. Like, look how weird that looks. let's go check out iOS 7's animation. Let's go check out iOS 18's animation. Yeah, so it's a shame that they got rid of the sounds. Nonetheless, I'm gonna go set the password once I'm done. Nonetheless, yeah, that's a little look at iOS 7 Beta 1, the pinnacle of the modern design of iOS. As you can see here, it's very similar towards iOS 9. And yeah, heck, if I were to put an iOS 9 wallpaper on here, would you be able to tell the difference between iOS 9 and iOS 7 device? I don't know. But definitely can tell the difference between an iOS 18 device between an iOS 7 device. But why am I talking about this now? I could have talked this like a year ago, 2 years ago. Well, A, it's because the YouTube channel isn't focused on that. And B, because if we go to Apple's website here, oh, I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, am I? Connected. And if we go swipe down, go down, as you can see here, Worldwide Developer Conference 2025 is announced, was announced. And as you can see here, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy event with whole new user interface with the upcoming version of iOS 19. iOS 19 is going to have a similar like a Vision OS design, ditching the overall design of iOS for a polished Vision OS design, much around the corners with a radius of 30. I just personally think it's pretty nice that Apple is polishing their operating system every year. So yeah, forgot. It doesn't include a search on there. I have to quite literally. Actually, matter of fact, I don't think there's even a search. Actually, wait, there's a search. And the keyboard is very painful to type on. Don't judge what I type, okay? Don't judge what I type. But yeah, as I said, meaning that this design is gonna be gone. Yeah, as I said, we've been like 11 generations within the design, or 12 years with this design, and it's finally gonna go away with the introduction of iOS 19. And I am excited for iOS 19. I'm definitely gonna test it out if I get a compatible device, because the iPhone XR is gonna be dropped with iOS 19. But yeah, as I said, I'll be hopefully by that time I'll get a new graphics card for my Mac, a Mac Pro. I have a Mac Pro 5.1, and hopefully I'll be able to get iOS 19. macOS Mammoth or iOS 19 and review it. Basically, do a full-blown review on the latest version. So yeah, for now, comment down below what you guys think down below of iOS 7 Beta 1, the original musketeer of iOS. Since like iOS what is it 6, like this is a pretty nostalgic OS. It brings up many vibes. I haven't connected this to the internet yet, as you can see, it just says no SIM. But yeah, I'm gonna be missing this type of design. But as I said, unfortunately, it's gonna be gone. So yeah. For now, thank you so much for watching. If you did, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. It means a lot to me. So yeah. Oh crap, I have a low battery. So I guess since I have a low battery, I could say goodbye then. Peace.